Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Ajay Yadav. Today I'll explain you chapter 1 in English from the textbook Behave for the student of class 9th. The name of the chapter is The Fun They Had, written by Isaac Asimov. Dear student, before starting the explanation of this lesson, let us know something about its author Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov, born in 1920 and died in 1992, an American biochemist and writer, was born in the former USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, on January 2, 1920, and then taken to the US at the age of 3 and then grew up in Brooklyn, New York. The Fun They Had is one of the most popular fictional works written by him. Students, let us talk about the characters of this story. First character is Margie, a girl of 11 years who wished to be a part of the schools of the past. Second character is Tommy, a boy of 13 years, Margie's neighbor. Third character is Margie's mother, a lady who was very disciplined and was careful about the hours of study of her daughter. Fourth character is County Inspector, a round little man with red face who comes to repair the mechanical teacher of Margie. Dear students, now I want to make you familiar with the introduction or the background of this story so that you can understand it well. The Fun They Had is a short story that falls in the category of science fiction and has the future year 2157 as its background setting. It takes us into a world where computers will play a major role in educating children. Schools that use paper, books, and that encourage mutual interaction between teachers and students will no longer be available in coming time. The story is set in future when books and school as we have now perhaps will not exist. Two students of that period about 137 years advance from today find a printed book. They are surprised very much. They talk about the schools and books of the old period. They compare those schools with those of their own which are situated in their homes and have mechanical teachers to teach them. They find their own schools dull and boring. They think that it was great fun to study in the schools of old times when all the kids in the area went there to learn the same thing by a man teacher. Dear students, द फन दे हैड स्टोरी के ऑथर आइजैक एसिमोव ने इस स्टोरी को भविष्य को ध्यान में रखकर लिखा है, जब शायद आज की तरह के स्कूल और पुस्तकें और बुक्स अवेलेबल नहीं होंगे। आज से लगभग 137 वर्ष बाद के समय में दो स्टूडेंट्स मार्गी और टॉमी, जिन्हें कहीं से उनके घर के स्टोर में एक छपी हुई पुस्तक देखने को मिलती है, उसे देखकर वो दोनों बहुत ज़्यादा हैरान होते हैं। वे पुराने ज़माने के स्कूल और पुस्तकों के बारे में बात करते हैं। वे उस ज़माने के स्कूलों की अपने ज़माने के स्कूलों के साथ तुलना करते हैं जो कि उनके घरों में स्थित है, और उन्हें पढ़ाने वाले शिक्षक तकनीकी शिक्षक मतलब रोबोट्स होते हैं। उन्हें अपने स्कूल भद्दे और नीरस लगते हैं। वे सोचते हैं कि पुराने ज़माने के स्कूलों में स्टडी करना बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होता था, जब आस पड़ोस के सभी बच्चे एक मनुष्य अध्यापक अर्थात ह्यूमन टीचर से एक ही जैसा लेसन सीखने के लिए सभी एक साथ जाते थे। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, लेट अस सी द फर्स्ट पेज ऑफ द चैप्टर. द स्टोरी वी शैल रीड इज सेट इन द फ्यूचर व्हेन बुक्स एंड स्कूल्स एज वी नाउ नो देम विल परहैप्स नॉट एग्जिस्ट. हाउ विल चिल्ड्रन स्टडी देन? द डायग्राम बिलो may give you some ideas. So student, the given diagram gives some information that how will be the schools of future when books and schools will not exist in the future. We can see the student learning through computers. They will have virtual classrooms. Instead of teachers like us, students will have robotic teachers. They will see the moving text on their computer screen when there will be no schools in future. Dear students, Let us begin the text-wise explanation of this chapter. Let us see first paragraph. Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. On the page headed, student headed means titled 17 May 2157, she wrote, "Today Tommy found a real book." Student Margie, a girl of 11-year-old who is the main character of this story, writes a diary on 17 May 2157 at night. This story is set about 137 years further in future from now. While writing her diary, Margie in this para mentions that Tommy, who's supposed to be her neighbor, found a real book in the storeroom of his house. It was very old book. Margie feels astonished to see that old book printed on paper. They did not have books like this to learn or read. Instead of this, they had e-books or virtual books. It was very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all the stories were printed on the paper. Here, Margie recalls that her grandfather once, when he was young, his grandfather told all the storybooks were printed on paper in the ancient time. They turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly. Student, crinkly means here with many fold or lines. We can say crushed also. And it was awfully means very much. Funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen, and then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read it the first time. Students, here Margie and Tommy found that the pages of that book had become yellow and were crushed because it was an old book. Both of them found it very funny to read the words that were not moving like their virtual or ebooks or their computer screen. They found the same printed words when they turned back the same page that they read for the first time. This was a very strange experience for both of them. Dear students, let us see the second paragraph. Guy said, "Tommy, what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away. I guess our television screen must have had a million books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I would not throw it away." Students, here Guy is the exclamation used for expressing surprise, and you are through stands for you have read. Here we see that Tommy did not like that book at all. He said that that book was a waste. According to him, a person has to throw a book on its completion or when a person completes the reading of a particular book. On the other hand, he said that their television screen means computer screen could have many books on it, and this was much better than that printed book because he could read many other books too on the same screen and would not feel to throw it after reading any particular story or lesson. Same with mine, said Margie. Students, here same with mine stands for Margie agreed with Tommy. She was 11 and had not seen as many telebooks. Student, telebooks means books on television screen. As Tommy had, he was 13. Students, here Margie, who was 11 years old, had the same opinion as Tommy thought, and she had not read as many books as Tommy had, since Tommy, 13-year-old, was older than Margie. She said, "Where did you find it?" Tommy replied, "In my house." He pointed without looking because he was busy reading in the attic. Margie asked, "What's it about?" Tommy replied, "School." Students here, Margie asked him that where had he found that printed book. He replied that he found that book in the storeroom of his house. He pointed without looking because he was busy reading. Then Margie asked that what that book was about, and Tommy replied that that book was about the school. Let us see third paragraph. Margie was scornful. School? What's there to write about school? I hate school. So student, here we see that Margie is not happy, and the word scornful means contemptuous or showing you think something is worthless. So here we find that Margie did not like the word school when she listened to it from Tommy. Therefore she asked Tommy that what was so special to write about school in that old printed book. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. Students, here county inspector means the person who came to repair Margie's mechanical teacher, and word sorrowfully means painful, and sent for means called, and shaken her head means expressed her concern or sadness. So here we see that Margie always hated school, but now she had started hating it more than earlier because her school was a virtual room with a mechanical teacher in it. Her school was not like children's age old school those days. Her mechanical teacher was giving her test after test in geography, and she was not able to give her best in those tests because they were very difficult for her. Her mother was sad and concerned about it. Therefore, her mother called the county inspector to check or repair the mechanical teacher when she thought that there was something wrong with her mechanical teacher. Let us see fourth paragraph. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped that he would not know how to put it together, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. That was not so bad. The part Margie hated. Student, let us see the explanation up to this point first of all. So here the county inspector was a little man with red face. He came with his toolbox in which there was a dial and wires also. He smiled and gave her an apple, and after it, he took her mechanical teacher away from her to repair it. When the county inspector opened the machine, Margie was hoping that he would not be able to assemble it back properly because she did not like to study by her mechanical teacher. But the county inspector had enough technical knowledge and skills, and within an hour he repaired it and it was ready once again to teach her all the lessons and conduct tests on the same large and ugly black big screen. Everything was not so bad about that mechanical teacher. Student, let us see the explanation of the further portion. The part Margie hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. Student, here we see the word slot means a given space, time or position, and the word punch code means computing language. So here in this portion we see that Margie used to hate her mechanical teacher, but she hated the slot or given space the most where she had to submit her homework and the test papers. She always had to write them in punch code or computing language. Actually, she learned it when she was 6 years old, and her mechanical teacher calculated her homework or marks very quickly. Student, let us see next paragraph, that is fifth paragraph. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones." Mrs. Jones is actually the name of Margie's mother. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. Here, the word geared means adjusted to a particular standard or level. Those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10-year level. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again. Let us see the explanation of this portion, students. Here, when the county inspector finished the repairing work, he smiled and expressed his affection for Margie, patting Margie's head. He told her mother, Mrs. Jones, that it was not her daughter's fault that she was not able to perform or score well. It was because of her mechanical teacher, as it was not working properly. He told her mother that geography sector was adjusted to a higher level, and sometimes such problems may occur automatically in machines. He said that he had slowed down the machine according to an average learner of 10 years since Margie herself was 11 years old. He told Mrs. Jones, Margie's mother, that her daughter's progress is quite satisfactory, and he expressed his affection once again, patting Margie's head. Next, Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away together. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector was or had blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about school?" Student, here blanked out means wiped out or became empty. Students, let us understand the explanation of this portion. Margie knew or recalled that once county inspector along with his assistant had taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month to repair because the history sector was blanked out completely. So Margie was also hoping that he would take her mechanical teacher away from her, and thus somehow she will get rid of it, but it actually did not happen. That is why she was sad or disappointed. Here, Margie's reason for disliking her mechanical teacher is quite clear to us. She did not like her mechanical teacher because she did not like to get the education or to study with the help of her mechanical teacher, and that is why she asked Tommy that why would anyone write about school, because she did not like her school also, because her school was a virtual classroom where her teacher was a mechanical teacher. It was not a human teacher. Students, let us understand the explanation of paragraph 6. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes because it is not our kind of school. Stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Student, as you can see, word loftily stands for in a superior way. Let us understand the explanation of this portion. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes and replied to her previous question, that was, why would anyone write about school? So he replied her previous question He thought of her as stupid and told her somebody had written that printed book because their schools were not like ours. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Tommy stressed out on the time period and said that centuries ago the schools were not like the ones they had. Further, next portion, Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all the time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Student, let us understand the explanation of this portion. Here, Margie was hurt or said, listening to Tommy's and said that she did not know that what kind of schools they had centuries ago. She curiously tried to read the book over his shoulders for a moment and then said, perhaps they had a teacher. Let us see the further portion. Sure, they had a teacher, but it was a regular teacher, it was a man. Students, regular means here normal or of the usual kind. A man, how could a man be a teacher? Margie asked, and Tommy replied, well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Student, let us understand the explanation of this portion. Here, Tommy told Margie that the children of centuries ago school had a teacher, but it was not like our mechanical teacher. Their teacher was not a machine, it was a man or human being who used to teach them. And for Margie, it was hard to believe in what Tommy told her that a man used to be a teacher in age old schools because she was always taught by her mechanical teacher. Tommy told Margie that the human teacher used to tell and discussed many things with the students and gave them homework and asked them questions based on his lecture or lesson, just like their mechanical teacher. Student, let us understand paragraph 7. A man is not smart enough. Margie said, sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. Tommy replied to Margie. Let us understand what is going on at this point. Here, Margie tells Tommy that a man teacher can hardly be as intelligent as mechanical teacher. Then Tommy asks Margie not to underestimate the human teacher. He tells her that man teacher is equally knowledgeable to the mechanical teacher. He compares mechanical teacher to his father and says that his father knows as much as his machine. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Student, betcha means here we can see in an informal way. I bet you in fast speech means here it stands for I am sure. So here Tommy was ready to bet on it that the human teacher knew as much as mechanical teacher did. Margie was not prepared to dispute that. Student, dispute means disagree with. She said, I would not want a strange man in my house to teach me. Here, Margie did not want to discuss about it and then said that she did not want a strange man, the human teacher, to come to her house to teach her. Tommy screamed with laughter. You don't know much, Margie. The teachers did not live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there and all the kids learned the same thing, Margie asked, and Tommy replied, sure, if they were the same age. Student, let us understand this little portion. Here, Tommy laughed at what Margie said, that she did not want a human teacher to come to her house to teach her. He told her that she did not know much. He told her that the teachers did not live in students' house to teach them. They had a special building that was called school, and all the students or children used to go to the school to study. Then Margie surprisingly asked, Tommy if all the students or children learned the same thing. At this, Tommy replied that no doubt they learned the same thing, but only if they used to be of same age. Student, let us understand the explanation of paragraph 8. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. Student, let us understand this portion. Here, referring to a machine teacher, Margie says that the teacher had to be adjusted as per the mental level of each boy and girl to whom it teaches. She meant to say that each child had to be taught separately depending on their level. Just the same, they did not do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. I did not say I did not like it, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. They were not even half finished when Margie's mother called Margie school. Let us understand the explanation of this portion. Here, Tommy replied that in the past, the teachers did not teach separately depending on the level of student or children. At this moment, Tommy got irritated at Margie and said that she did not read the book. Margie seems interested in the book, and that is why she said she had not liked the book. In fact, she was curious to know what kind of schools were there reading that book because she felt the schools in past used to be funny. Margie had read just half of the book when her mother called her as it was time for her to attend her virtual school. Further, Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. Now, said Mrs. Jones, Margie's mother, and it's probably time for Tommy too. Margie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after school? Let us understand this portion. Here, Margie's virtual school was in the next room in her house next to her bedroom. She told her mother when she called her that she did not want to go to school now. Mrs. Jones, Margie's mother, said to Tommy that it was time for him also to go to school. Margie, in the end of this paragraph, we find her feeling interested in reading the book, and that is why she asked Tommy if she could read the book with him after school. Student, let us understand paragraph 9. Maybe, he said nonchalantly. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Student, here nonchalantly means not showing much interest or enthusiasm or carelessly. And the word tucked stands for placed. Student, let us understand this little portion. First of all, here we see that Tommy tries to ignore Margie and said that maybe she could read that old book after school. Tommy was feeling joyful at this moment because he had realized that Margie had started feeling interested in reading the book. Earlier, she was not interested in this book. He placed the book under his arm and went to his home. Let us see further. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. Student, let us understand the explanation of this portion. Here we see that Margie went in the schoolroom that was next to her bedroom. Actually, it was a virtual classroom. There was a machine or mechanical teacher. It was on and it was waiting to begin teaching Margie. Margie used to study almost all the days of week except Saturday and Sunday, and At the same time, from her mechanical teacher, her mother was very careful and concerned about Margie and her study. Therefore, she had told Margie that little girls of her age would learn better if she would study all the days of week at the same time. Next, after this, the screen was lit up and it said, today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. So, here we see that Margie used to sit in front of her mechanical teacher in her virtual classroom or her school. Here we can see in the picture Margie sitting in front of her mechanical teacher, and the machine or mechanical teacher was turned on and it told Margie that the lesson of the day was in arithmetic and the topic was addition of proper fractions. It gave another instruction after first instruction to Margie to insert or submit her homework of the previous day in the slot for inserting or submitting homework. Dear students, let us understand the last paragraph, that is the 10th. Margie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about the schools they had when her grandfather was a little boy. Let us understand this. Here in the last para we see that Margie followed the instruction of her mechanical teacher and submit her yesterday's homework disappointedly because there was no fun in her virtual classroom. She felt that her life had become dull. She began to think about the old story told to her by her grandfather. Her grandfather told her that his grandfather used to go to school when he was a young boy. Let us see further. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, going home together at the end of the day. Let us understand this. Since Margie felt bored and sad in her virtual classroom with her mechanical teacher, she recalled of the life of her grandfather's time period. When Margie comes to know that in the past, children from the whole neighborhood used to go to school laughing and shouting together, they sat together in the schoolroom and used to go home back at the end of the day. She feels curious about all this and want to go to school. With this incident, Margie's life, author Isaac Asimov wants to tell us or the readers or the children of present age the importance of school in our life. Let us see further. They learned the same thing so they could help one another with homework and talked about it. Let us understand this. Margie feels that schools used to be a fun place where children used to go together and learn the same thing and they could discuss about it and help one another with homework and talked about it. Let us see further. And the teachers were people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. When we add fraction 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4, Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. Let us understand this. Here we see that when she read the book completely, Margie found it very strange that the teachers were not machines but they were human beings. Meanwhile, Margie inserted her homework and the machine started the lesson. It flashed on a screen and taught her proper fraction. There was no pause, no time for fun, no time for chatting, and no time for interacting with friends. In the end, the author Isaac Asimov concludes the story with the title of the chapter, The Fun They Had. From this title, the author means to say that the fun the students had when they went to real school. After reading the book, Margie just thought about the kids of the past who went to the school and enjoyed studies. Here we complete the detailed text-wise explanation of chapter 1, the fun they had in English from the textbook Behave. Watch my next videos which will be available soon for the explanation of upcoming chapters of your syllabus in English. Like, comment and share it with your friend. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon to be notified for the next videos. Thank you.